Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is Pixel with Pixal Draws, and today I have something really exciting. So I am super excited. I wanted to film this sooner, but being a mom is, priority. So I got this last week and I wanted to do a review video on Ohuhu's markers. I'm just so excited. I got the box and I was like, oh, it's here. It got here really fast from like when I ordered it. So let's go ahead. So the first, when I opened the box, I was like, wow, these are like really heavy. And then I saw the bag. The bag has really good stitching. It doesn't feel like it's like made of cheap material. It's definitely like a really sturdy material that could withstand like some wear and tear. You know, like if you're putting it in your bag to like go somewhere, or if you're traveling, it feels like, you know, something that would hold up for a little while. So, I mean, that's really good. And of course, they have their logo there. So let's go ahead and open it. I already kind of like took a peek inside because I wanted to make sure everything was in order. So if you guys can see that. So one of the first things I noticed when I opened my bag is this little card, and it says 10% off of everything. And then on the back, this is what stuck out to me because I had so many questions, and I know so many other YouTubers had these similar questions, and even some of my friends who have been kind of talking about, like, I've been talking to them about like Ohuhu markers. They had very similar concerns and questions. So this, like, right here kind of like lays everything out and puts everything to like rest and ease. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like talk about what's on this card. So it says, I got a dried out pen upon arrival. And Ohuhu says, a free replacement is on its way to you. The person says, the pen dried out after multiple uses. A free replacement is on its way to you, and please ensure that caps are secure when not in use. The pen is bleeding when I open it. This doesn't affect using. Please remove the ink. Also, 50% off, discount, or a free replacement is on its way. I got duplicate colors, which I haven't even checked yet to see if I have duplicate colors. So that is something I will have to look at eventually. But it says a free replacement is on its way to you. The ink bleeds through the paper. That one, like they said, like if you don't like it, you get like a full refund. But they're alcohol markers, so like if you've ever used like Copic markers or any other type of, or other brands of acrylic any other brands of alcohol markers, they do bleed. Can't be helped. But they are fantastic. So another thing that I noticed that came with the bag is that I hadn't seen in other videos is the color swatching. And it tells you like the number, and then it shows you like the color. I am going to test that out, so I'm going to put that to the side because I want to see if that is true, because I heard sometimes the colors, they're a little darker. Could be wrong. All right, and like all Ohuhu markers, you get this little clear sheet of paper, and it says, if you are coloring on thin paper, please put this pad between your coloring sheets to prevent any bleed through. So it's a nice little piece of thin plastic. Mine is definitely not as messed up as I've seen other people's. And I think like if you put this under like some heavy like books or whatever, it'll flatten out, or if maybe you use something warm to kind of like flatten out the edges. But for the most part, I mean, it's only, if you guys can see, it's only like bent a little bit. So yeah, and sorry if the camera's like super close. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pick a few markers and I'm gonna test them out. I'm gonna close my eyes. Actually, let's do that in front of the camera so you guys can see what marker I get. My eyes are closed. I promise I'm not looking. Let's go with this one. Wait, there. I don't know what color that is. Okay, And then, yeah, let's do that. I grabbed it. Okay, and let's do one from the outside, the back. Who's hiding back here? Okay, there we go. All right. Ooh. You know, I plan on doing a 3-color challenge in the future. So, like, the 3 colors I just got are, like, really pretty. So, okay, so I got red, yellow, and sky blue. This yellow is kind of like a daffodil yellow. I'm gonna use the nib point just because. So yeah, that's like a nice, like dark kind of yellowish color, almost like a tan. And one thing I'm kind of like noticing like right off the bat is I'm so spoiled by Copic markers. So like the hard tip is really throwing me off, but I did get these because I wanted to be able to practice, and Copic markers are so expensive, and just like the look and like the reviews of Ohuhu just kind of like caught me, and I was kind of drawn to their product. So I was like, these would be a good affordable art material. So it's not a bad product. I did, however, wanted to get the brush tip markers. I got this set is the 120, and I think it was like $60. But the brush, they only have like I want to say they only have like the 48 brush tips, but they were completely sold out, which sad face. So just kind of like looking for a big variety. So if I did any challenges, or if I wanted to kind of like broaden my horizon with like different colors and color schemes. So yeah, moving on. All right, so we did the 24. This is just the number 24. So let's compare that to the chart. So there's 24, and there is the color. So it seems like the swatch is a little darker. No, it's like actually a little lighter. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter. I mean, it's close. It's super close. But yeah, so okay, let's swatch out the next color. So this is number 11. This seems like a bright red. Though in person it looks a little pinkish. So let's see. Yeah, so that's like a nice red. All right, and let's do the chiseled tip. Forgive me guys, like I gotta get used to coloring with these. So yeah, just right off the bat, number 11 is definitely darker than the picture, but I mean that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm sure like if I go like down a shade or down a couple shades, I'm sure like it'll be the color that I need it to be. So yeah. All right, let's move on to the last color. This is supposed to be number 67, and it's supposed to be like a sky blue or like a pale blue. Oh, that's definitely like, that's a pretty color. Blue is my favorite color. It's so pretty. Ah, that is pretty. This is 67. I forgot to write the number on the red. And I totally tried to write a 4. That's a 7, guys. What am I doing? 11. Okay. All right. So there's that. All right. So what I'm going to do, let me see if I can find a fleshy tone. I know I said I was only going to do 3. Let's see here. There's 26. Let's see here. So, all right. And then this is you're not going to be able to see this. This is the 26. And to compare the blue one, the blue is a little bit more brighter, which is good. I mean, it's more like, it's kind of like in between what they swatched and 66. But yeah. And then number 26 is actually a little more peachier, which is fantastic. That's exactly like the color I was looking for. So I'm going to just do like a really quick sketch I'm just trying to warm up ears. Ah, her cheek. I just realized, what did I do to... Wow. Her head is just looking wonky. I don't know what's up with me today. I know you guys are like, excuses. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna have to fix her face again. Sometimes I just need a little warming up before I can get things done. And plus, I haven't drawn since my last video. See here, I kind of want her to have like really big hair. Just kind of... I know it looks terrible right now, guys. So bear with me. I know, I have, like, sometimes I have, like, an image in my head. I'm like, okay, like, this is how I want it to look. And then, like, I try to get it, like, out of my head and onto the paper. And it doesn't. It's like my mind and my brain don't always want to cooperate. She just... finish this as quickly as possible just because I want... Where's my eraser? I really need to invest in a kneaded eraser just because I hate having pencil shavings everywhere, and I just... all the people I watch on YouTube have kneaded erasers, and they... like, I used to use them in college and they are good, but I've only used them for, like, when I was working with pastels or like chalk, so I didn't really use them too often when it came to like pencil drawings. I think I need to make the switch. See here, I don't know, like, it's sometimes like if I have like a character in mind, like I can like draw them, but if I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna draw, see where it goes, like it doesn't normally turn out. Also, I kind of like taught myself how to draw. I mean, I did go to school for fine art and everything like that. Sorry. We did have, what do you call it? Figure drawing. We only did it for like a week or two. And I wish that my university would have had more classes and more things to like kind of teach you how to do like the basic shapes and like how to lay that down. Her lips, there we go, there she is. It's a little better, a little bit more likable. I still don't like this side of her face though. I feel like something's not right. I feel like I just messed it up. I made it worse. Okay, so let's do something. Let's see here. Let's try, like, maybe she has like an off the shoulder shirt. All right. Yeah, I like her. Okay. She's just kind of like simple, easy. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna erase my sketch some. Yeah, I'll just use this one. It's like a X-Tank Pro rollerball pen. It bleeds and it's so bad, but the flow of it, I love the flow. I love how easy the ink comes out. So if I don't touch it, it should be okay. I accidentally cut off the top of her head, so I'll just do like that, kind of like her bang is like in front of her head. I just wanted to draw at least a little something to kind of showcase the markers. And I smudged it. Of course I did. Yep, I am gonna get a kneaded eraser. Anyways, so like I said, this is just to kind of like test out the markers. Okay, so let's do her hair with this kind of like golden color. So usually with Copic markers, you can just kind of like lay down like a quick base color, and I'm not trying to like stay in the lines. Well, I'm trying to stay in lines, but I'm not trying to be like perfect about it. And just because I'm not used to using like a chisel point, I mean I do like so far like the color is really even. The only thing that is throwing me off is the stiffness of the points. And I just feel like if I flip it over to the fine line, I feel like that would be too thin of a space. But I will use it for this. Okay. All right, there you go. So, and then now I'm gonna go over some of the shadowy areas. So like this is supposed to be in shadow. So typically with alcohol markers, you lay down the first base like very lightly, and you can go over it and over it and over it and over it. And eventually, you know, it'll get to its darkest point, but it'll get darker and darker and darker. So yeah. And I do like how they blend. Like this side got some really light colors, and as it's drying, you guys can see it's really nice actually. The color fades, so it starts off really dark, and now I'm looking at the swatch, it started off dark, it was like much darker, and now it's just kind of like lightening up as I'm working with it, you know. So that is good. I do like that. But we'll see what happens to kind of like this color. Okay, so yeah, this I'm gonna have to find a better lining pen. So if you know any, because this one smudges, I like really flowy ink. If you can tell, the pen is bleeding, and it happens with, that just tends to happen with like it's the type of pen that I have, sadly. So I'm gonna have to find something else. I have others, but I just don't like them as much, and they're kind of old. I kind of need to replace them. The other ones I have, and which is the ones I see that come in the all the other boxes, are the Pigma outlining brushes. But yeah, anyways, I digress. I'm trying to get this red and the blue in. Let's do her eyes blue. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna whiten that up. Let's go back over it with the peach. Yeah, I'm that's gone. I'm throwing that away so I don't ever use it again, because I didn't notice it as much with my Copic markers, but definitely with the Ohuhu, it's making my picture look very grainy. One other thing I noticed, I mean, they're great markers, but one thing I also noticed is that they kind of like warp the paper a little bit, but maybe I'm adding too much ink, so we'll see. But I do like the colors. I feel like the colors are very nice. And then we're gonna do her shirt red. I do want to try out Ohuhu's brush tip markers to see how they feel. Like I was trying to say before, if you guys have any suggestions for lining pens, like let me know, just because yeah, the ones I have I'm not too fond of, and I like a really fluid, but something that dries and doesn't smear. So I guess I have a lot of requirements, but if you guys know anything, please let me know down below. Yeah, one thing I wanted to try, so that's done. Like I said, it has a bunch of mistakes, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So I know my shadows don't make sense. I know I've never really learned how to do the shadows, so that's something else I need to practice. Lots of stuff that I need to practice. But like I said, I'm starting out. I'm probably going to be saying this like 15 videos and I'm still starting out. Hopefully not. Okay. All right. So I got a little shadowing in here. Also, one other thing that I was told is like the brush tip markers, they snap on the end. These, however, do not. Usually for me, I just like pop a cap off and I put it in my non-dominant hand. I just hold it. It's just, what is this hand here for except for commentary? You know, it's just helping out. This hand's doing all the work. All right, there she is. Ah, ta-da, wah. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to try, put the skin color back. One other thing I wanted to try with these is I kind of wanted to do like a gradient. So what I'm going to do is like this. I'm kind of like already ruined it, but whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like go over it to like there, go over it to like there, go over it, go over it, go over it, and kind of see when it dries. So we're gonna let that dry. We'll see what happens with that. Same for the blue. I'm gonna try to just do one sweep this time rather than like doing two. All right, guys, there's your gradient. So let that dry. So yeah, I use paper on my desk, so yeah, that's why that's there. But as you guys can see, you know, as you get darker, kind of went over this one too much, effects and everything. Same for the blue. You know, if you color really light, you know, and then same for the red. I don't know if you can see it very much on camera, but I mean there is like, you know, dark, medium, light, and my markers are gonna go back in the bag. All right, guys, so let's go over it. Going from Copic to Ohuhu, you know, they're gonna be my practice markers because I'm a mummy on a budget. And even, you know, any teenagers too, if your teenagers want to get into drawing and need something to practice and you don't want to get them Copics quite yet, these are great. I would say these are good in my book just because the quality is good. I don't really worry about the, I don't know what you call it, the aesthetics. I don't know. I'm not too upset that the caps snap on the bottom. Like, that is to me like not important. The thing that was important to me is that the bag, that's one of the things that was important to me, is I like the bag. It's not too big. It can fit in your suitcase or into like a small backpack, not a small backpack, into a backpack just fine. Like if you want to go on the go and travel. The colors, I will have to let you guys know another time how I feel about the colors, just because I only tested 3 of them, and the 3 that I tested are beautiful. The pigments are really good. I feel like they're very vibrant in person, so I'll have to see, you know, what they look like on camera. But I would say yes, out of a 10, I would probably give these an 8. And the reason why I say an 8 is because the nibs are a little hard. They're just a little rough just for me, but I would love to be able to test out their brush tip markers. Like, that would be really great, but it'll probably be a little while before I do, because I just bought all of these. I probably should have gone with a smaller set and then got the brush tip, but you know, hey, it's art supplies, and they will not go to waste. They will get used. You will see me use them many times in the future. So yeah, I give these Ohuhu markers an 8 out of 10. They work really good. I think the broad end, as it likes to say, because it says broad and fine, the broad end of the pen is going to take some time to adjust to and to learn how to use it gently. In my case, because I'm kind of like rough with my art supplies, I'm very heavy-handed. So yeah, but I think these are great, especially with the card that came with it, you know, the 10% off, And then just the fact that if there's any issues, they will give you a replacement pin for free. And what gets better than free? And they, if you have any other issue for this amount of markers and materials for the price, I think it's a fantastic buy. They'll give you a full refund if you don't like it. So, but I don't find anybody disliking it because it's an affordable art supplies. If you look at the market that we have right now for these kind of markers, this is good. This is great. This is a great buy, and I would highly recommend it. So, all right, guys, so I'm about to finish up here. One other thing, at the end of my video, I will post another image. So please stay till the end of the video because I have a sponsor. If you are in the New Orleans area, please check out Nacho Mamma's cookies. She is amazing. Her cookies are delicious. Like, I get cookies from her for my son's birthday, for my husband's birthday, for holidays. They're delicious. They're affordable. They are amazing. They're beautifully decorated. And she is like the sweetest person ever. So please, if you're looking for cookies in the area, like, please check her out. Please check out her Facebook. I will provide the link down below. I will also provide a link at the end of the video. So, all right, guys, this is Pixel. Thank you guys so much. Please be kind to one another. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.